Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Long run Sunday again. Out pretty early this morning, meeting Mark about 8 o'clock, but I've gone out about 7:30 just to put a few miles in before I meet him. Mark can only do sort of an hour and a half with me today, so he's got to be back for about 9:30, so I'm going to meet him at 8, so I'm trying to get half an hour in, do an hour and a half with Mark, and then do another 40-50 minutes on my own afterwards. So yeah, so be back nice and early, and then I'm going to go over to Tamworth to see my mum this afternoon. So I haven't seen her for a little while, so I'm going to pop over there. But had a good week's training, hard week. It was Valentine's Day on Tuesday, so I decided to have Tuesday off. Normally have Fridays off, so Friday was a tough day in the end because I have my strength and conditioning on a Friday. I class it as a day off training, but I have my strength and conditioning normally on lunchtime, so I did my bike session Friday morning. That was like the second hard bike session of the week, and then did my strength and conditioning at lunch, and then did a steady run in the evening. I think it was nearly 6 mile run in the evening. It was lovely actually. I finished work pretty much at time at 5 o'clock, and it was lovely to get out in the evening in a bit of light. So as the clocks, as the nights are pulling out a little bit, which was lovely. So yeah, so that was good. But Saturday I did the club ride, which was yesterday, but the legs were just tough yesterday. Really holding on. I lost the back of the front group a bit yesterday, so I think I rode pretty well. I think it was just a bit of fatigue really from a tough bike session on Zwift Friday morning, and then obviously the strength and conditioning is ramping up as well at the moment. So we did a real good set with the dumbbells, and then started to do sort of like the exercise. We do sort of like these groups of exercises where I think it was 45 seconds on, 15 off. Did 10 reps, but it's things like star jumps, squat jumps, all that sort of stuff. Thing called the sort of skiing, where you jump from one leg to the other leg. So it's like 45 seconds, 15 seconds off of that, and I think I did 10 sets, which is the most I've done since my illness. So so it was a tough strength and conditioning session. So I'm not surprised the legs were feeling it a bit yesterday, but still I had a good ride. I dug in, worked really hard. It's 2 weeks until the Nationals up in Carsington Water up in Derbyshire, so I'm just going to see how I go really, no pressure. Had some good news last week. On Friday I got my note from British Triathlon to say that I'd got in for Zofingen, the long distance duathlon. So I'm just going to make a decision on whether I race that or not. I didn't want to do the standards this year. The aim was to do the middle distance races, which I had some good results over that last year. I won the trials overall, which was fantastic. First sort of major, British major, because it's classed as a British major event, and I won it, which is probably one of my highlights of last year, other than the bronze at the Europeans. And then so the idea was to do the middles this year, but the World Champs has been cancelled or postponed to next year, and I'm still waiting to see if the Europeans are going ahead. They haven't announced whether that is or isn't yet, so holding out for that. If that goes ahead, I might not go do the Worlds. Just looking at the logistics of getting to Zofingen as well. It's a bit difficult. I was thinking of driving. I was thinking of getting the plane and then a train. The taxis are quite expensive from Zurich to Zofingen. I think it was about a couple of £100 each way. So just weighing up what to do really. But positive anyway, that I've got the choice there if I need it or want it. And then this week I've also booked myself in for another bike fit. I had the new bike last year, and although I'm pleased with the bike, I'm not sure the fitting was the best. When I had the original fit, they were aiming to adjust my position slightly, and on the bike they were unsure whether the TT setup of the handlebars was going to get me into that position, so which it doesn't look like it did, so I'm going to go for another fit. Morning. So I'm going to go for another fitting, and I spoke to Matt Bottrell in the week. He's probably one of the best bike fitters in the country, I would have thought. He often fits a lot of the pros, Tim Don, Ruth Astor. I know quite a few people that have been, so I was having a chat with him whether to go Watch Shop or Aero Coach, but his advice was to just come in really, have the fit in. He actually said the Drag to Zero bars might be a better option just in terms of the extension you can get from them. So I'm going to go in and see what he has to say. So I booked that May the 1st, so which will be good. And then hopefully get me ready for some TT races in the summer and see if I can get close to this 20-minute barrier that's I'm aiming to sort of get closer to the last couple of years. Yeah, so today, long run today. I'll try and get some snaps on the way around, a bit of video, and hopefully it'll be a good run. It's already pretty light, and it was sort of 7:30 when I left, which is great, so quite looking forward to this. And yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy some of the footage.